The Daily Download. The Daily Download. Daily Download. With Mac and Gaydos. The biggest stories now.
California energy regulators' proposed fee may be coming to Arizona.
Yeah, now get this. California utility regulators have proposed a $90 fee for people who don't want that so-called smart meter put on their home to measure their electricity use. Well, that could happen here in Arizona as well because California deals with energy problems. We're here in the desert. We deal with energy problems. So it's darned if you do, darned if you don't.
So does this mean that $90 is coming out of my wallet whether I like it or not?
Not yet, but it could.
Okay, but it could mean then that $90 could come out of my wallet
Yes.
whether I like it or not.
Right.
Why I should have the option of paying for it or not paying for
Right.
it. If you think it's so energy efficient and I don't have the money to pay for it, go ahead and put it on my house. But I'm not going to pay for it.
But this is also another thing that government does. And I don't know about your neighborhood, but I know in some neighborhoods, like when I lived in Goodyear, if you didn't want the regular bin for recycling,
right,
they would charge you more money for a smaller bin. How does that make sense?
Remember SRP earlier this month, they voted to charge customers $20 a month if they don't want a smart meter.
Right. So if you don't want to cooperate, they'll, again, punish you financially for not wanting to cooperate.
So they're going to force you to maybe one day buy that $90.
Right.
I will tell you something.
I know. I know we need to be more energy efficient, but would you stop sticking it to me like I'm guilty of something and then fining me for it?
So are you buying stuff today? It is Cyber Monday, and here's some tips.
Yeah, a lot of people go online. And Cyber Monday is a big day.
More than 100 million Americans will shop just today.
But how do you keep your credit card number safe?
Right.
Well, here's the deal. You got to stick with online retailers you recognize.
Right.
If you like a certain store, you better make sure that that certain store is the one that you know. Because, if it's some place that you're not really sure about, you stick your credit card number in there. You never know what's going to happen. There could be dummy sites. They capture your personal information.
Cricket told me about this. Always make sure the website starts with HTTPS. That means it's secured instead of HTTP.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
So
that.
you
Make
need
sure
the one.
an S.
You need the one with the S at the end.
Right, the HTTPS, and then the rest of the website because that's secured.
I had no idea.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that at all.
Also, make sure you use cash or credit only. Compromised debt information puts your money at risk because the card is directly linked to your bank account. So don't directly link anything back to your bank account if you don't want it to be compromised. That makes sense.
I think a lot of people find it much easier to shop online. I don't know why anyone would want to go to, Black Friday.
Well, there was a real hesitation a couple years ago because people were like, I have no idea where this is going. I have no idea if my bank's going to get, overdrafts. Now people know it's more safe.
It's more
safer.
safe and it's easier.
ASU football coach Dennis Erickson fired today.
Not good. This is
not good for ASU?
No, he didn't do a good job. He was one game over 500. He blew the game to the U of A. I actually went to that game a couple Saturdays ago. I mean, this is a guy who doesn't get to keep his job. You've got to do it. I'm wondering when ASU is ever going to become this big football program because, listen, I've been here since 1996.
Right.
The last team that was really good
was 96.
Was 1996 with Jake Plummer and Pat Tillman.
Right.
And Keith Poole and Juan Roque. And that was the team.
If you're from somewhere else and you don't really care about ASU, think of it in these terms too. Do you realize how much swag and gear Alabama sells, LSU sells? When you're a top team, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, you will attract more fans. More fans means more people will want your stuff. So you redesign the logo, Fear the Fork. How many people aren't buying that because you're not any good,
That's a good
versus
point.
Other people who just want to go with the old Alabama stuff because Alabama wins?
I hate to say it. Lisa Love, when she came up with that ridiculous Fear the Fork.
Right.
It's done pretty well. A lot of people wearing it. It's kind of funny. And maybe the best thing that she did was come up with that stupid catchphrase.
The fork, right.
But Dennis Erickson is an older guy. I don't know if he can relate to these young guys anymore. And he may still, coach a bowl game if the Sun Devils play it. But
we
he's
need
done.
we need ASU to do well.
Well, it'd be nice.
Absolutely.
It would be nice. It would be nice to beat the U of A once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, that's the Daily Download. It's the 5 must-hear stories of the day. We do it every day at 5:05.
We covered Wednesday through
We're good.
5:15 and 10
Seriously.
seconds.
We're absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.